All right, you have downloaded the Ranger database. It is downloaded at readyrangers.dzo.com. Again, that is readyrangers.tomzebraostrich.com. And this is the main Ranger database file. We're going to talk a little bit about ordering food. It's found down in the permission slips and the purchase calculator. This purchase calculator is basically just its own database. Stand aside, it can be used for any group, really. It doesn't have to be Boy Scouts or Royal Rangers or any group. If you're just trying to figure a menu shopping list, this one will work for you. Basically, the way this works is there's 39 records in this database, and the group that I'm doing is a Frontier Adventure. It's just a buckskin camp out deal overnight, one night, and the tag field here is just FA, and to find what I was wanting to find, I could go find FA, and it's just a tag field. That's basically, so all the records that are in here have this tagged. Here's a tag field that I've got for like just regular, and if it needs to be refrigerated or if it's in the bakery or whatever, I have it 1, F, B, or C so that it will sort the records by the type of food in here. So now you're down into the bakery items and then the freezing and the refrigeration section. So that's how that works. Let's go back at the top, and you have a number of people that are attending, and that can be in our events, that can be 2 people all the way up to 50, or we can have 1,000 in here. Doesn't really matter, but that's generally the groups that I work with. They're always changing up to the events. They'll tell you you're going, they're not going, so the number is always skewed. So when you have your menu that you've got, and I have it over here in the notepad, the menu that we're going to be having, we're basically going to be providing a Friday night dinner. The snack will be a cobbler. Saturday morning will be bacon and some cinnamon rolls. And then you got lunch with sandwiches, and then in between times you have cookies and snacks, cobblers, watermelon, some licorice, different things like that, and all their drinks. So that's basically the span of what we're cooking here. And this is the list from here. And basically all this is just a text file of a menu. And this is where you can work it up in Notepad. You just do that, but this will actually take your numbers and calculate off of your menu. So what I've done is for each one of these items, I've basically put a thing in here that figure out how many of these things we need, and all the way down. I do know that I need to put trash bags. So let's go ahead and add a trash bag. So I'm going to go new record, and it's for the Frontier Adventure. And this is just a standard staple, and then it's trash bag. And number of servings, we're probably going to need about 4 trash bags. And number of pieces per serving is 1. And price of the trash bags probably $2.50. And number of servings per pack, this will just say there's probably 12 in there. And now when I click out into a blank spot, it's going to calculate these numbers across here and tell us what the price is, and then it updates the rest of these. Now, to find out what quantity of trash bag I want, I can go out here on the internet, and we'll just use Walmart as a means of doing that, and we'll do a search for trash bags, and it'll tell you how much they are and all the kinds of stuff. So if you want the hefty or just want a kitchen, let's just go with this one right here, and maybe I just don't need a whole lot of trash bags going on, so maybe I just want to use these right here, and or whatever. So, and you may not even need these heavy-duty trash bags. You might have some of these at church. And so there we go. We look at the box and see which one of those we want. So let's just say that I'm going to go for a leaf bag. And let's just use this one right here. There's 25 bags, and they are $7.27 a piece. So that's the hefty expandable large. So I'll go over here to the database, and we'll put in there hefty expandable large, and they are $7.98 for how many? Let's go back and look. $7.27 for 24. Let's just look at the details. It says 25. You can also click on the items, and then Walmart will take you down to a little more detailed list of them. And we are, gives you more information. And there's 25, 30 gallons. So let's go back over here and put it in there. And $7.27. And I have noticed that prices do change, so these are approximately, and there are 25 packs in there. Okay, so that would be, you know, you can put in there 30-gallon large. Okay, so you basically do that. You can do that for material supplies. You can do it for whatever. Figure out the name of the item, that how you're going to buy it there at the store, the number of servings that you need of that, if you only need it one time or if you need it every breakfast, every lunch, or whatever, and the number of servings that you'll do that, and the price per the package, the number of servings per pack, and then it calculates the rest of this. Okay, so you've done all that. You went through your menu and you added in every one of these things, and this thing will now calculate the number of these servings per the number of people. So let's look at our shopping list. Here's your shopping list. We've got 40 items in here, and we're just going to go down through there, and it will print this off, and that will give us our total cost of serving, the actual cost per person, and the total bill approximately. That's not with taxes. And these items that you have, if you have them at home, you can tag them with already have. If you decide that, hey, we don't really need whatever, well, if we don't need the licorice, you can omit that off of there, and then it changes your price on the fly. So if you went from 21 down to 14 people, as soon as I click off that, it's going to change all of these numbers and come up with that. It rounds up to the next size package, so you will never be out of food. Okay, it's a little bit more money, but hey, when you're on these events, don't short the guy that's at the very last end of the line. Let's have a little bit more food, plus a little bit to cover for the guests that come in, that kind of thing. That is our food. It is part of the Ranger database. That's your detail sheet. That's your shopping list. And sometimes you'll get it at Walmart, and they won't have it in the package that you think. So you're going to have to still, on the fly, figure out how many servings you need and the cost. But this will help you keep from someone going to the store and buying a whole bunch of stuff that you don't need and going that way. Again, I hope you can use this, and that's part of the Ranger database.